basically we are isolated islanders, but not too far away from the continent. So it was a peace world. So of course we had kind of wartime in the country, but basically it's so limited. So we have to negotiate. The negotiation culture is the the island base. And on the other hand, especially after the Second World War, we gave up on the weapon unofficial, and mentally totally gave up under the umbrella of America, in the sense of militarism. So that all the engineers had to stop thinking about how to destroy the people technology. So in a sense it's naive, but that's the fact. So we have to accept this, as a present living person. So what I am thinking is always, this kind of situation is a fact. Therefore, this kind of decadent or almost pathetic level of this peace world culture is developed. And then that's a crystal is a so-called gyaru or so-called otaku. And they are both fashion leader or trend maker of the whole world. So that I think that is the flower of this half a century of this. After the World War, my seniors or my parents' generation have been making tons of effort to be the rich. And then we are now rich. Then what we can offer to the world should be the software culture. And then those are the flower. But as usual, in this country, this flower was supposedly more like wabi-sabi or the samurai kind of nice one. Was supposed to be the flower for the elderly people, but it wasn't. Therefore, it's appealing. It's so innovationally different. That's why it appeals to the global young people. So more people, elderly people feel so disappointed. I think it's more better. I feel more hope. Yes, that much different, that much new. One word should be relating to the metrosexual phenomenon. Metrosexual has a lot of understanding, but basically the world becomes peace. And then the guys look for who am I and what am I for? Once it's a battle time, the guy is obviously, I am here, that's why I am here. I mean, I am a fighter. To protect my family, I'm here. But once it becomes peace, more peace, guy is becoming more neutral and more feminine. And that is called, and especially in the urban area, it happens because it's far from the natural, disastrous, the irregularity. So in the core of this metro, the guy becomes more, fashion-oriented. It's not the testosterone guy anymore. That's the happening in this island the most. As I mentioned, it's peace for a long time, and then we reach to some certain level of the quality of life, so that now what I'm doing for, then it's becoming maturing. This decadent culture is appearing, and then Europe too. Basically, there are so many. But there is no more third world war. That's a big, in their people's mind. Then still the small conflict appear, but still people are sick of this, tough competition world. More the global IT network is well prepared. Everybody has to 24 hours keep fighting, and then the winner and the losers difference is becoming so big. And most of the kind of weaker, milder mentality people feel so sick, and then don't see the future hope for thinking of their own future. I will be probably belonging to the loser side. Then, this Japanese animation hero is not looking for the victory. Always try to help the weak people, and then, their goal is not the victory with his own, power. that's the basic mentality, Japanese. So the milder people are tired and then look back, and then all the way to the back in the Far East, some kind of, this Shangri-La is shining there. That's okay, they said. The style of the hero I analyzed in my book, it's very different. Dragon Ball is the most easiest example. It's at the totally end of the final story to kill the ultimate evil. He didn't use the Kamehameha. He used the Genki Dama, the vital ball. Then he collected every single person on this planet's energy, little by little, and then make the big ball and he throw it to them. So it's like a broadband idea. It's like a social media revolution in this Africa. He collected each people's energy and then he threw it. That was not like his own talent and his own godlike giving power is kill the enemy. So he was just the media. So it was very different concept of the hero. And on top of it, this total evil was destroyed by this Genki Dama. After that, something is left over. That was the real this evil guy, and he became so friendly and he joined. Okay, come with me. So any sense, there was no complete evil guy, and then we need always harmonious collaboration to kill the evil. So it's a different concept of the justice. So that kind of thing is apparently not clearly explained by text, but kids are so sensitive, they can feel something is different without the text. So I just come up with some particular example, but every single action of his behavior contains naturally a different style or different definition of the justice or love or anything, how to live. And always need a collaboration kind of thing in the Japanese famous way, but it still takes a long time to decide. so it's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. But that's the basically, everywhere in the whole world, people are so sick. So people who is just running for the success, monsters, they don't care Japanese anime at all. So what? So let's make money. According to my theory, there are 4 first industrialized areas: Northern Europe and then Southern Europe, Northern America and the Far East, especially Northeast Asia. Those 4 segments were in the first runner. Then the BRICS or Vista or those emerging are following up now. But those 4 can be defined by either manly or women, feminine or masculine, or adult or child. Then in that sense, Japan is belonging to the very much like childish and girlish. So we are the little tiny girl behavior is. Then France is, those Latin countries are elegant, it means feminine but adult. So we share the feminineness, but they are more adult behavior. And America is more boyish. They are so energetic and they're glamorous, they love, and they are so, they love power. So, but they have still sense of the humor like a child. So, they are more childish, but more guy. Then the Northern Europe is more like adult and then the guy, matured man, reasonable, and then rational. So in that sense, the French or Italian culture is sharing the feminineness with us. Japan used to be there, once upon a time, like Edo period. It was more elegant woman was appreciated, but since I mentioned especially after the war, we're becoming so childish. Japanese people are so not so hungry still, so that they know they have to go overseas business. That's it. Nowadays every single word is a service industry or overseas industry and M&A. That's all. So we know, everybody knows we have to go overseas and then do the reverse engineering. But still, before success is too strong, so there are still some hoping somehow it will be back, so that nobody take it seriously. But I still believe so many, most of this Japanese business, which Japanese don't know, this is so unique because it's so closed world, has a tons of potential once it's a little bit altered to the customization. This let's say so-called prosumer period nowadays, it's called like iPhone application. You are the user and the producer at the same time, consumer and the producer at the same time. So it's called the open business style. And then everybody is win-win. And then this kind of business style is already completely done on the layer of the software, IT business, especially contents. But even not contents like operation software program, it's a Linux or stuff like that. So nowadays, now it's a time of the atom. That was the world of the bit. Then atom is coming up now. Just like let's say this decoration, the mobile phone. This is almost every single girl use this, and then this is very much like on top of the high tech. The engineer tried to make it downsize a lot, but it became so big again. So, but the girls don't mind. So this, if you go to the shop, the availability or choosability of this, components are infinite. It's all on the wall. It's thousands of the components already, and then UV glue. UV glue is once you beam the UV light, the ultraviolet light, then it becomes solid. That's a kind of glue and coating material. It's cheap. It's like this UV light is only like $20, and then in the little shop, the nail artist and then this components and the UV light, which is a production technology, is ready. Then whole process is done in the little shop on the street. It means component and the assembling machine and the user's idea or editor's idea is one package on the selling side. So this kind of thing used to be in the factory made and then painted, and then instead so few types of the products are prepared, and then we have to choose out of 3. Then people get bored because it's same to my friend, so it's nobody buy it. But it can be customized, totally free degree of freedom it has. The point was this UV light availability and the cost became enough, and then component variation became enough, and the idea is so much idea on the web. You can just punch in the nail art and the decoration mobile phone, then it's so many examples. So everybody does it. So this is the typical real 2.0. When I see this for the first time, I see, gee, I can't understand this, and then oh my god, people are becoming that level. Then 2 seconds later, no. This, I'm belonging to the elderly people already. So that more pathetic the culture I see from the young people, which is the future was, then I always try to convert it. This is the hope, more unique. So that's why I can't understand. So I don't have to understand, but they have something new which elderly people couldn't make it. And then somehow, Asian young people especially, and then around all over the world, young people are admiring. It means it must have something. Personalization. You know, we can put our soul into this product so easily. You know, the memorial service you have for the human or even pet, right? When the pet dies, you just put it in a grave sometime if you love the pet so much. But in Japan, even the doll, we have the shrine master, doll memorial service. When you sick of this broken doll, you can't dump it in the garbage because you feel so scared because it has a spirit in it. And then on top of it, even the knife or the needle has a memorial service, or scissors. And it's not even human look like. And then I tell you one story about this needle service. Is you know, once somehow your needle is broken, you know, for sewing, then you know you keep it, and then one day you bring it to the shrine, and then put it on the tofu. Why? Because this has been struggling with the hard material. That's why it bent. So that before going to the heaven, you know, let him feel what the softness is. That's why, you know, people put the. It's not that new culture. It's been doing like that for 100 years. So that much, you know, Japanese mentality can be, you know, partner with a tool. So that, you know, that's why, you know, I want to, you know, she wants to decorate this guy at the same time. You know, this is my partner. That's why I want to, you know, dress up like myself and coordinate to my, you know, cross because it's my sister kind of. You know, that's a basic mentality, and it's very much anima, right? Anima is a soul. That's why animation is so popular in Japan. Yokoi Gunpei-san made the Love meter, and the Fukkokuban, the remade version is now available. It was like 30-40 years ago, original. What it is, you know, it's just an ampere meter, simple. And then the probe is usually like a needle shape to, you know, check the resistance. Instead, it has the shape of the heart. So you grab one part, and then your other partner grab one part, and if you rub to each other, it goes up because you sweat a little bit and your temperature goes high, right? But he thought this instead of 2 ampere, 3 ampere unit can be one heart. Then totally different value appear because what is measuring is how many heart, not how many currency. So Yokoi Gunpei's this Love meter was so symbolistic of this matured, you know, component ampere meter can be converted into such a, you know, the colorful use.